Hello and welcome to the Woodpile Kids Woodworking, where we are going to be building a growth board today.
Hey everybody, we're going to check out this GoPro. It's the first one we're filming like this, so bear with it if it's completely weird. Today we're going to turn this board into a growth chart for a good friend of the Woodpile Kids. Alright, to start things off, we're going to put the marks so you can actually measure how tall. We're going to drag this out, lock our tape measure so it stays in place, and we're just going to mark every 3 inches so it's not too busy with lines. Alright, we have our eye. It's adhered on there with some spray adhesive. We just marked our 3-inch marks all the way up to 6'3", and we drew a line all the way across to give us a nice starting point, and we did our spray adhesive to get the eye down. So we're going to cut out the top of the eye. Alright, we have our eye cut out. It still has the paper from the stencil that we used. That'll get cleaned up and sanding and it'll come off. But the top is all set and we're ready to start doing the burn for all the markings that we marked. Alright, we're now going to burn the markings in that we measured out on the 3-inch intervals using our metal square so it doesn't melt with our handy dandy torch. On the 3s and 9s, we're going to be going in 1.5 inches from the edge. On the 6s, we'll be going in 3 inches. And on the foot marks, we'll go in 6 inches long so that it shows some nice delineation. And literally just go like that with a little torch, 1.5 inches in, and we keep doing that on all of our intervals. Alright, now we're going to burn the eye so that it stands out a little bit more, give it a nice little finish. Once John figures out how to use the torch, pull that down for safety. And then if you want it continuous, there's a latch that's going to take a second to get through the water there, just to keep it from spreading down further. You gotta first dry it where there's water and then it can burn through. Very important to have water or some sort of other fire suppression nearby when doing this, just in case, especially when the one who's the reason for safety meetings is doing the burning. Alright, and then once it's done being burned, give it a quick spritz down to make sure it's not going to keep burning. That also gives us an idea of the finish. Alright, as an added little bonus on the growth chart, so you got a nice starting point, we're going to measure the birth length, which is 21.5 for this individual who's a close friend of the Woodpile Kids. So we have the birth length. We're going to take our handy dandy torch and ruler that we were using to make all the marks. And this one, unlike the other ones that are at 3s or 6 or 1.5, we're going to go all the way across as the starting point. Helps if the torch stays lit for the whole time. And it's got a nice burn all the way across, so we know exactly where the starting point was. We've got our board, all the markings done, the eye is burned. We're in the process of attaching the letters, and those of you paying attention, you get a quick glimpse of who this board is for. We're going to glue the I at the top and the E down here at the bottom, 1.3 inches in. Conveniently, we have markings so we know what we're doing. And then once those two are down, we're going to make sure that the S-A-B-E-L-L are evenly spaced to make this nice and complete. And we're just using our quick little clamps to hold it in place while the wood glue sets up. We'll come down to the end so we can get the E. Make sure you put it on right side up. We'll get that clamped in place. And now we're just going to be making sure that the S-A-B-E-L-L is evenly spaced. You don't need to have to sit through us doing this all along. So we'll switch back to time lapse. Alright, here we got the final product ready to go out so that Isabel can have it for her birthday and get her first measurement on there. Just give you guys a quick glance at the whole thing. Since last in the video, obviously you guys won't know this because it'll just get edited right to it. There's been 3 coats put on of Minwax polyacrylics just to give it a little bit of a finish. And there you have it. We have I at the top, the markings, the one line that goes all the way across here. That would be Isabel's birth length. And there we go.